Hi, I'm Sylvia from Tabitha's Treasures. It's been a little bit longer since I made my last video. I had some quite a few things going on over here. It's like a couple of weeks ago, as you all know, we had the winter storm and all that, and the freeze, and I had some issues with our plumbing. My faucet in the kitchen had to be replaced, and the valve in the shower, and got all that going, kind of updated the house, and feels good to have running water again, and all that. And then 2 weeks ago, my week was pretty interesting. First, I fell in the cedar closet of the water case, my left foot all banged up, and then 10 minutes later, I fell over my own feet, and we're like, what the hell? And the next morning, we got that one stray cat out here. He's very friendly. I call him Lucifer. I guess he didn't want me to be lopsided, so he kind of attacked me and tore up my foot and scratched and bit me, and now I'm being super careful because he always, prances around my legs, and I'm afraid to make a step. What I did with him was I was fixing to go back in the house, and he wanted to come in the house, and I kind of took my foot and tried to push him away a little bit, and that was a bad move. So I guess, he didn't want to be, he doesn't like being pushed around, so anyways, and then a few days later, I banged the hell out of my back gate, but my neighbor was able to fix it, so it just went on and on and on, but I only can laugh about that, so it's a nice day here in San Antonio, a little overcast and a little bit on the muggy side, and the hens and the roosters are coming around again. It's mating season, so pretty soon we're gonna have some baby chicks again. You hear the roosters in the back. Anyways, I see I have a few new subscribers, and I want to thank you very much for subscribing. And I would like to tell you a little bit about my channel. The channel was actually handed over to me a little bit over a year ago from Dana. So I've been doing it pretty much on my own, but I don't show tutorials. And all I do is just show my projects, for my charities. I donate to Nom de Terrace, a very nice nursing home here in San Antonio. I donate for NICU. I have a box ready. I'm going to mail it. I have a box almost ready, and now I'm going to mail it out probably next month, with a bunch of baby blankets and for preemies and preemie hats and all that. And, and then I donate. It's going to be my first year this year. I'm going to donate to a shelter. It's called Haven for Hope. I'm going to donate some projects over there, and actually our provider, she gave me the idea because she's going to donate clothing and all that, which I'm going to do too. I have a big bag already. It is so heavy, I cannot even pick it up, so need to call them up one of these days and see if I can bring it over there. It's not too far away. It's actually pretty much next door to one of the hospitals I have to go every now and then for some scans and whatever, so. And then I see some homeless people around here. I give them something every now and then, but these are the ones I see all the time. And and then whatever, I have some Yarny sisters who will help us out, with yarn and some projects and all that. And I believe our Teresa, our sweet tea, is about ready to mail a package to me, and I requested for her to make me some puppy flowers. So she already got all those done, and only God knows what else she's working on, so that's pretty much it about my channel, so I'm very excited. And I crochet every day, in the morning, in the evening, and sometimes I have days that I'm hurting, then then I just sit in my chair and stick around the house and crochet whatever. Right now I have some back pains again. I've been starting to create a major mess in my front yard, and it's all muddy right now. I have to wait till that settles a little bit more and dries up, so I'm not all muddy again. So I started out with one blanket. It's actually going to be a gift, and I started like 4 times, and I couldn't feel it. I couldn't get into it, you know. So every time I was like a foot or 2 feet in, I didn't want to do it. So right now I got a pattern, and I really like it, and I think I'm about 2.5 feet in. I'm not going to show that blanket yet. I'm going to show it when I'm done with it. I have a few projects done, you know, but imagine if you work on a blanket about 4 feet wide and you're about 2 or 3 feet in. It takes some time, so that explains why I don't have that many projects right now. I've been looking up some pattern again from Scorpio Rising, and I don't remember. I think it's some kind of flower pattern. I kind of glanced at it last night, and I really like it, so I need to get into it again and see if I can tackle that one. You know, the blanket, you know, I work on it and I put it aside. I work on it, put it aside. It's all just one solid color, so it's kind of boring. So, yeah. Anyways, let me show you what I got. And there was something else I was going to tell you, and I forgot. I don't remember. Oh, I went to the Dollar Tree yesterday. I was out yarn hunting again. And one of our Dollar Trees down here has the Premier Just Chanel. And they're only like 60 yards to his skein, but they had like yellow, lavender, and white. And I grabbed up all the lavender. There was 24 skeins I grabbed up, and 10 skeins of the white. And I come home with a big box. I went with my neighbor, you know, I took her with me. And my husband saw the box and he goes like, okay, what did you get? I said, what you got? I said, things I bought. Because before I went to the Texas thrift store and I found like 10 bags of novelty yarn, you know, like the fun fur and all that. And I'm going to use those with blankets or whatsoever. My neighbor gave me some ideas about a blanket I have to make. And she gave me some ideas. And we're like, man, that yarn is perfect for it, you know. And so I bought 10 bags that were $3 each, $2.98. And there were a total of 55 skeins. And actually that yarn was on clearance, you know, they had the stickers on it for $3 a skein. And some eyelash yarn, and so, and you know that yarn is expensive. So I paid for these 10 bags. Yesterday was Senior's Day. I paid a little bit over $20 for that. And then $34 on the other yarn. So I didn't want to tell my husband how much yarn I bought yesterday. You know, so, but I know he don't mind, you know, he doesn't say anything because he knows, you know, after I'm done around the house and all that, you know, that I crochet, and I always show him. Sometimes he smiles and sometimes whatever, you know. But anyways, I showed you guys the scarf I started last time, and I finished it up. I used that what is it again, that yarn from Joann's, Big Twist, and that's like Big Twist metallic, and that's black and silver. And I finished that scarf up. It's that V-neck scarf, and I had these flowers, and I put that silver flower, I sewed it on. I did that one, and I believe there was a request that scarf is going to Germany. I saw my boss last Saturday. We had such a fantastic time, you know, and she always puts me on a mission asking for things, and so, and I mean, she always spoils me when I go over there and doesn't want me to leave and all that. She feeds me German food and coffee, and we just have a great time. She's a breast cancer survivor too, you know. And then I made that little bag here, and that is that, the stitch is called Climbing Tree by Scorpio Rising. And it's kind of funky. It's supposed to be a beanie, but I didn't make it big enough. So I went down here all single crochet in the round, and then I didn't add enough to it. And then I did the climbing tree pattern here and kind of went in the stitch, you know, did a single crochet, and then I made that handle here. and a little strap. So it's actually pretty cute. It looks funky, but I like it. I showed it to our provider. She was like, oh, I love it, you know, and it would be perfect for my gloves. I'm like, you know, I'm afraid to show you something. But I think I'm going to give it to her because her birthday is this Saturday. And then I made that scarf. I used the Premier of Just Yarn, the flower, and the colorway is called cornflower. And I absolutely love it. And of course, if there's a stitch I like, I do several projects with it. And that is the climbing tree pattern. And I love it. That scarf is, I think I used up about 4.5 skeins. It's like 111 yards to one skein. And it's a little bit over 5 feet long. So I really like that one. And then I made a beanie with that. I didn't know how to start out from the top. So I started out like with double crochet and I increased. And then I did the climbing tree stitch. And then down here I just did like 6 double crochet shell stitch and slip one. I did that one. And then I made a hand muff. Now with I got a button right here. You can detach the string, the strap, you know, can detach it. And that is just regular front and back post. I made that, you know, to warm up your hands, keep your hands warm. And let me see. And if you don't want to take that strap off, you put it on and wrap it around your neck, naturally, right? And I did a little loop here and did that little flower. And that is the Lion brand Heartland, the Denali. I got made a couple of projects with that, and I used everything up. So and I'm thinking about maybe adding maybe a flower or something to it to spice it up a little bit. And then I made a cowl here, and that's the shell stitch. That's the Lion brand Heartland 2, the Denali. I made that cowl. Maybe I add some buttons or a flower to it too. I did that, and I think that was pretty much it then. You know, with the yarn I had left, I think I had like 12 skeins. Robin Girard sent me that a couple of years ago. Then this morning I made that beanie here, and that's only 1 skein. I had of that yarn. My friend Mary Saxton from Alaska sent me that, and I started out up here too, you know, with the increasing half double crochets, and then did all front post, back post, and then I did 3 rows. Oops, there you are. Then I did 3 rows of the half double crochet, and that is, I had about that much left of string. And right now what I'm going to do is, because I have a lot of yarn that I only have like 1 skein of it, you know, so I'm going to work on a few smaller projects. I really like that beanie. I really love it, you know, and the way the stripes came out vertical. Got that. And here, that is my very first project with my climbing tree. So I just played, and that's like a itty bitty blanket for NICU, and that's a climbing tree. And so that was just a practice, and I really like it. And I had a lot of comments on that. And the yarn is called Red Heart Aspen Print. So and I believe there was a whole skein, so that turned out perfect. And the way the stitches, you know, you do like 1 double crochet here in the last stitch, and then you chain 3, and that's how you get these loops here. So that's actually bordered, and you know, so it's like 21 by 21, but I think it's a good size for NICU. And that's it. I thought I had more than that, you know. Yeah, it was all yeah, you know. But like I say, you know, like I said, I, you know, went through my closet and tried to organize some of my stuff and some of my yarn, and I found some just single balls and skeins of yarn. So I'm going to use some up of that, you know, and then I go from there. I have a lot of ideas, and you know, but the weather is so nice right now, so I work a lot in the yard too. I'm home all week, so you know, but I like being home. Sometimes I tell my husband I have to do this, I have to do that, but I don't want to go anywhere. He goes like, how come? I go like, I want to stay at home. I want to be home. That doesn't mean that I crochet all day long, you know, but right now it's perfect to work in the yard and get all dirty and everything. I love it. I dug out all my lilies and my amaryllis and so. And some of my lilies that got so big, the roots and the balls, some of them, you know, with the babies and everything were like that big around. And I had to dig it out, and I wet it and wet it and wet it, and it was so muddy I was afraid I'm going to take a spreader face down. You know, and then of course from the freeze and so all my Esperanza froze, and my honeysuckle, and that got so big, you know, and my airplane plant, my spider plant, and that one here, I don't know what you call that one. And the only plant that made it is my oleander. But I'm sure it all gonna come back. If not, you know, then I just buy some different ones. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's about it for today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing, and I shall see you soon again. You know, well, you know, I always feel like I want to make a video, but I cannot convince myself, and then I'm too tired, you know. So you all know how it goes. And I let you all go. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys so much. God bless. Have a blessed evening. Bye. Bye.